Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Conquer the Skies. Today's beverage is a chilled, tasty and highly decadent salted caramel milkshake. Very delicious indeed. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode we were once again designing and fighting, specifically looking at a land ship, and I believe we call it the Badger. Yes, the Badger, which is all about yeeting the aerial torpedoes at the opponents. And it worked out quite well for its cost, which is only just over 1,000 there, 1,043. It did work out quite well. So, happy with that. However, we're not going to be focusing on the aerial torpedoes. In fact, if anything, it's sort of the other way around. We're going to be looking at building some sort of carrier, because I realise that that's a hole in our arsenal. We just don't have anything that can carry a lot of planes, and specifically we don't have anything that can command them very well. And what I mean by that is, under aircraft you've got things like the triplane, torpedo bomber, hussar bay bombers, biplanes, etc. However, the aircraft command deck is not only a cool looking thing, but also it specialises in commanding aircraft, which gives you detailed commands to aircraft, and aircraft's also launch 200% faster. Detailed commands as in you can tell them to wait, you can tell them to, stick around, don't move forward, protect the vessel, or charge and attack the opponent. The reason that's important is if you just make a standard vessel with a biplane hook on the bottom, which is feasible, what can happen is you start, you go towards the opponent, they immediately have flak cannons or some sort of rifles to shoot your planes, and then they all die. So what you want to do is hold them in position so you can maybe take out the opponent or soften them up a little bit with your slightly longer range weaponry, and then you send in the planes. That's the idea. I have tried this before. It wasn't overly successful because of the price of this. I do think that's going to be the downfall here. But yeah, let's give it a go. Let's see what we can do. So obviously built around the aircraft command deck, we need to build some sort of carrier. I'm going to go with the lowest tier of technology possible to keep this quite cheap, which means I want probably just gas bags. We don't want suspendium. We don't really need to be very quick. So yeah, it's all going to be lower tier of technology. So the large suspendium dust tank doesn't require any technology as far as I can see. Obviously moon fragment, not going to happen. Pressurized, that's tier 2. Dust tank ladders, which is really good. Yeah, a lot of this stuff we can probably run. So let's just see how we get on. First things first, we've got our aircraft command deck, and that is a tier 3 technology. So I want to use, at this stage, tier 3 or below technology. To make it cheaper, generally make it cheaper. Doesn't mean that the stuff that's higher tier is more expensive, but in general it does tend to correlate. So aircraft command deck to issue commands. That's tier 3 technology, so everything at the moment has to be under. I know things like the triplane is tier 3. It's not the same row as this, but it's certainly tier 3. But then you've got like aircraft maintenance bay, which is tier 4. Yeah, that repairs stuff faster and also rearms faster, but it's also 500,000 generic units of currency. So yeah, a little bit of an issue when it comes to cost. It's not very cost effective. So yeah, bombers are tier 4, biplane hooks tier 4, biplane tier 4, hussars tier 2 technically. Yeah, torpedo bombers tier 5, triplanes are tier 3. So we might just rock loads of triplanes, quite frankly. So let's see how we get on. It's currently called the Vampire, but we'll rename that. What I want to do is go to lift and to maybe a ladder. So we'll put a ladder in there, and then suspendium dust tanks we've got here. And I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we need 4? What's our service ceiling? 284 meters. Probably don't need all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the top, we're going to have a couple of things. Well, firstly, we need access actually to what's going to be at the front, which will be our guns. So I'm going to probably put these further back like that. Is that a good idea? That's what we're doing. So that's fine. What we'll do is put perhaps, I think, well, let's go to our aircraft and the triplane, which is the most cost effective. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that goes in there. There's 4 of those. In terms of long-range weapons then, what do we have options for? Weapons. Can't see the wood for trees. Weapons. Aerial torpedoes is the natural choice, but it's tier 4, so we're going to rule that out. Ballista. Maximum accurate range 670 meters. What is a standard cannon? A standard cannon is 960 meters. Imperial cannon is tier 2. Utterly ridiculous. I didn't say I'm ruling it out. I'm just saying utterly ridiculous. Suspendium ray is naturally the most accurate. So it's one of the best. Suspendium cannon's good, but that's tier 4. And the ray's tier 4. Rockets are short range. Massive rockets are short ranged. Heavy turret is tier 4. Heavy cannon is tier 3. We could rock a heavy cannon. And it's got decent range. Guarded missile is very good range, but it's ridiculously expensive. I don't really know of a really good use for it, in all honesty. So it's either going to be the ballista or some sort of cannon. The thing about the ballista is it's so darn cheap. It's so cheap. 28. What about cannons then? 79. Do we want cannons? We don't want flak cannons. We don't want aerial charges. Saw blade it's a little bit too close for comfort. Suspendium ray is too high tier technology, same as the suspendium cannon. Sponson. Now actually, sponsons are a bit different. You've got light sponsons and heavy sponsons, I believe. Or is it just called sponson? Yeah. The sponson is about the same range as a cannon. 840 meters. A cannon is 960. The cannon's a bit more expensive. Piercing damage is 50. Sponson is piercing damage 40. Flammable may explode. The difference in the sponson is that you can place it along, say, along here. You can place them along the belly of the ship. That's good. And it would probably work. So do we want to do it? Or do we want to go with light sponsons? That's less damage though. For 54. How much would it be if we were just, for example, to put a big row of sponsons across? Let's try it. So it would be sponsons. I'm going to place one there and just going to hold left click and go to the back. It's already more expensive than I would like. I would like to keep this at sub 250. We haven't even got ammo yet. I mean, it's good and all to have these in. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. It can only not work. It can only not work. Armor's also going to be a bit of an issue on this one, rather than the lack of it. So, yeah, what would we have if we just used cannons? How many did I fit in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I was to have 8 cannons, what could we go with there, do you reckon? Cannons. I could have 4 and 4. I mean, it looks ugly, but we could have that. I mean, we can have both, to be fair, couldn't we, now that I think of it? We could easily have both. Have the sponsons and then the cannons like that. I mean, no reason why we can't. Let's give that a go. Resources then. Ammo store, naturally. That goes in there. Going to place a fire extinguisher there, and probably one up here. I don't think we need one there, actually, but we will place something there. I guess we're going to have to place just a standard corridor. So it'll be in just basic. I know what's in there. That can go in. In this area, we're going to go with some quarters. It recommends 24 crew. Okay. Place that there. We're going to have a... probably another fire point in there. Followed by a small ammo store. That's a coal store. Small ammo store. That goes in. We got no supply. We got more crew than required, though. Than is required, should I say. But not really right amount of planes. I would like a bit more planage. That works. Putting that in there. And then we need somewhere to make this thing move, because at the moment it doesn't move. 104 meter service ceiling is not terrible. Propulsion. I mean, I'm going to go with the cheapest. There's a sail. A top sail is technically the cheapest. Oh, we can't place one there. Can we place it there, though? If we were to remove that, would it go there? A topsail. It would. It would actually work. I don't actually mind that as well. Would that work there? Oh, it would. What's the speed? 72. Oh, we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. That's fine then. Command and crew. Crow's nest. It's going to have to go... Oh, that looks... Yeah, okay. Right, I'm happy with that. I am going to extend this towards the back. And probably make it a bit higher in terms of service ceiling. And is that about it? Yeah. That's about it. We just need to get some supply in here. Armor's going to be, I think, steel wall. I think. Yeah. We were running wooden armor before. Steel is extra. It's less HP, but it absorbs more blast damage, but not as much piercing. Steel armor would take us up to a little bit overpointed. We're probably going to swap the armor out, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, so there's that for now. Let's just go for resources. Steel supply hatch 1, 2, 3. And it would be rude not just to sort of finish this off a little bit. So solid shapes. We'll go with that. And there we go. There's our carrier thing. 2,504. I did say about 2,500, so that's alright. I can't give commands to the ship. Oh, sorry, I'm assuming that this can give commands. It obviously can't. Ah, so command and crew then. I think it's going to have to be a bridge. I'll remove that and put a bridge in place. That means we need some more crew. That's fine, we can do that. So it's that. Okay. 36 crew recommended is 39 actually, so we're a bit undercrewed. We could fix that, I think, by just putting in a berth. Not too fussed on points, but it's what we've got. It's got what we've got going for us. So let's see then. That is our potential design. We're going to go to save. It's called, at the moment anyway, the Vampire. We name things after things that fly. We've got the Bumblebee, Goldfinch, Greenfinch, Heron, Herring Gull, Honeybee, Kite, Owl, Robin, Sparrowhawk, Wasp. Okay, I've went with the red start, mainly because the other day I was taking a wander through a churchyard and I heard a call of a bird that I didn't recognise, so I whipped out the phone, opened the app, and then, sure enough, identified as a red start, which I'd never seen before. Either way, save design, and we will save that as such. And let's just see if this is decent or useless. I must confess, I'm not overly confident it's going to be brilliant, because things with planes never really are. Anyway, we're going to open our airship and we're going to put in our red start here. You can see the service ceiling is not very good. I would have thought it would be a little bit higher, but there you go. And against it, we will put in... I mean, there's a big cannon type arrangement. That's just cannons all the way, isn't it? There's something called the Imperator 5, which has flat cannons, a couple of cannons, and a dorsal. That's sort of the thing that we would be facing, and the whole point is that I want to click... I'll actually move a bit further forward. I want to click Start and pause it immediately, because you can see the planes are being launched, but we now get this extra bit of UI down the bottom where we can go to land aircraft, normal aircraft operation, aircraft guard mothership, aircraft only intercept enemy aircraft and only attack ships and buildings. We're going to say guard mothership, so these shouldn't go forward, and that's not... Oh no, some of them are land all aircraft. We're getting a little bit too close for my liking, so this thing is getting close. What I'm going to do is bring this down, because I think it's trying to get underneath so it'll use its flak, and the whole point is I want to make sure that we stay at a point where we are underneath it, and we're trying to make sure that we take out its weapons that can destroy our aircraft. Because if we launch them now, these flat cannons are going to absolutely plaster us. We would not have a good time of it. We've just also rammed there, but we are going to get shot by the flak. And let's bring it down, get down quickly, because that flak will cause hideous amounts of damage to us. We're also scoring very good hits against its suspendium chamber. It's also just crashed into a suspendium rock, and well, that's... Oh, what a shame, never mind. So yeah, let's just see how we get on here. Obviously backed up. I really do want to launch the aircraft, but if I do, I don't know how we're going to get on. I think we'll just have it destroyed straight away. I realise that we've also got nowhere near amount of ammo that we need. We need a lot more ammo. Supplies are getting low. Going to go for an aimed fire. And I might just have to launch. Oh, there's the suspendium chambers going down. Right, commands to come down. Oh, it's sort of beached itself on the front here. And it's being held up by friction, I think, because of that rock. Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to zip past it. Whoa, why can't we move forward? Oh, we've lost all motive power. We've lost the sails on the top. Right, okay, normal aircraft operation. We don't have much choice. I think we're going to lose these pretty much immediately. They're strafing, they're strafing. There's one getting one taken out straight away. Fires are good on them. Another aircraft going down. Another one damaged. One's coming in for landing. There's another aircraft dead. Yeah, okay, that's not working out. Okay, leave that. Let's go back over to our airship editor. Open design. We'll open up the red start. We need more ammo. I think that can be removed, and so can that. Right. More ammo. That can go in there. That's fine. Did these work, these sponsons? Or are they just more expensive? Sorry, how expensive are they? Weapons. Sponsons. Sponsons are 86 and cause 40 piercing damage. Cannons are 79, cause 50 piercing damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's make an alteration or two. Let's go tell you what, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove all of these. And we'll have 1, 2, 3. Probably needed one of those in. That's a fire point. We need to have somewhere one of these. Can we place it up there? Probably is the answer. Just above all the cannons. So we'll have another fire point. And then next to it. Oh, I don't know. We won't be able to place it there. It needs to go on top. Aircraft. Command deck. No, it's going to have to go there or something. This can go down the bottom though, which is curious. Let me see. Let's try something. That could go there. It really could. It really could go there. Do I want to place it there? Is there access there? There isn't access to that, is there? Because I don't think these have access up the top. They don't. Okay. What's the best course of action here? I mean, that can just go there. Command and crew. Crow's nest goes on top of that. That's fine. From here, then, I need to connect that up to the centre. But I do have one of these berths, which can go there. Could put another cannon in if we really wanted to. Do I want another cannon? It would shrink it down a bit. Yes, maybe. Yeah, go on. That will connect all those up. Okay, that's good connections. The fire point ain't good, though. Let's remove that and put a fire point in there. Right, that's all connected up now. How are we doing for our crew? That there isn't all the crew required, because this isn't connected yet, so we might need more. Basic. Corridor with ladder. That connects up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We actually need 4 of those as well. Could we just use a large one then? Where would it be? In resources. Steel cargo door provides 40 supply. We need 24. 25, should I say. So that would go in. We have 39 crew. We need 36. Could remove that and just have the right amount of crew. Okay. It's not what I envisaged. Oh, we still don't have anywhere to give commands because, of course. Right, I'm going to change things up a little bit. Remove that, put it back there. Remove that, put it back there. Remove some of these. 5 point goes back there. That can go over there. We want command and crew. I do think a bridge was worth it. Could put a bridge there. We are going to put a bridge there. Cockpit is only 12, so it's going to go there. We need 40 crew. So what we'll do is we'll have a berth in there. Crew 39, recommended 40. That's acceptable. We'll go with that. It's more expensive than I thought. We've gone to now 2,639. But we have got more cannon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to remove those 2. And do that. I don't think we need that much cannon. Now it's under... No, it's a bit cheaper. Because these should be about the same firepower as the last one. Let's try that. Let's save the design. We've got fire points. We've got commands. We've got more crew than we need. Save the design. Okay, we'll give that another outing. So combat, day fight, add airship. We'll put in the red start. I think it has a little bit high service ceiling. Add airship. Once again, we'll put in the Imperator. Going to put it back there. Start the fight immediately. Ground all aircraft. And now firing away. I do think our weak points are lack of... We've got lack of armour, really, especially on the gas bags. And also, I guess the main downside, we're not as good as a gunship, and we're not as good as a carrier. We're sort of in between. It's really trying to get below us, and it is managing to do so. And there is the other weak spot that I was going to mention. Once we lose propulsion, we are at adrift. And now the recoil of the cannons is going to bring us back over. However, they're about to lose propulsion as well, by the look of it. Oh, we're going to clip a tree. That's going to stop us dead. Putting the fire out. It's only the recoil that's saving us here. We've hit the edge of the map. And now we're going underneath them. Oh, hang on. Right, they've lost propulsion. Right, interesting. So, I guess we're just going to keep bouncing off the map. And that flat cannon is still there. I'm going to launch aircraft. Hopefully they have the common sense to stay underneath it. One of them didn't and has paid the price. Another one didn't and has paid the price. A third one didn't and has paid the price. A fourth one didn't and has paid the price. And, I mean, you know, this is... what am I going to say? The fifth one is about to pay a price. Okay. So we're a couple of hundred under this thing, points-wise. And even then... Oh, why have I put focus on firefighting? Press the wrong button. Even then, we are running low on ammo. And our aircraft is... Well, I'm not seeing where it is. And I'm going to guesstimate then. It means it's dead. Although I would argue that we may be able to win this. It's lost all but one weapon, but I can hear massive explosions, and I think I know what's happened. Let me just quickly scroll to the... Yeah. Yep, it's death stabbed. So, immobile, we're both immobile. It is a defeat. Okay. Airship editor, open design. Red start. Propulsion. That thing there is useless. I'm going to put it down the bottom. Do we want to have more than one, or do we want to use something else? We've got the top sail. You've also got an actual sail that gives you, you know, propulsion that way. And we can put it anywhere on the ship. 66. No, we only really need the one, but I want backups. That's why I want two. Could just place that. A couple of those in. Not opposed to it. Let's try that. I don't think we need three. Or do we? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's give that a go. Save. I think this is the most edits we've made for a ship in a long time. So back to combat. Ooh, a nice snowy day. We'll have that. Airship. Again, we're only testing this against one vessel. So at the moment, normally you would have all manner of things. In fact, you know what? I'm sick of testing it against that. Let's try something else. Airship. Red start. That goes in there. Airship. That's a bit too expensive. Although we could have two if I was for one of those. Let's try that. Let's have another red start in. Let's field them in twos. Start the fight immediately. Bring back all of your fighters. So it has got a lot more firepower than we do. But I'm going to come down. Because I don't fancy taking on all of that. Again, the issue we have though is it's got a lot of firepower. It's going to go up and over. I'm going to go rapid fire because I don't think we're going to last long enough. Do we just engage? Normal aircraft? Yeah, let's just go normal aircraft operation to see what we can shoot. And hopefully because we're coming from up and over, they won't necessarily just go straight into the flat cannons. No, that's exactly what they've done. That's 3, 4 of them being taken out. 5, 6. Yeah. So 2 flak cannons has taken out all of our aircraft. So the original intent was to try and... Good grief, that's leaking. Oh, that one hasn't launched its planes. Launch planes. The original intent... Oh, they're all just going to get shut down anyway. The original intent was to make something that we could fight with, and then once the... Let me just land this thing. When I say land, I mean crush like it did there, but it did do that. Yeah, it was to hold off until that would happen there. I don't know if you caught that. The flak cannon got taken out. Return all aircraft. Return all aircraft. But, yeah, that's not what's happened. Basically, we either keep the aircraft on board and they'll get shot to bits, and then the front blows off the ship, or... Oh no, we can launch aircraft now. We can launch aircraft because they've lost anything that can shoot down our aircraft now. Yay! So we can spray them with not very effective bullets. So they're still in the fight massively with their 2 big cannons and the turret on the top. This front one of the Red Start is dead. The one at the back has got 4 cannons remaining, but ammo is... Well, it's limited, put it that way. And we still only have 1 aircraft, which is... And we've caused a lot of damage. But we've also lost 1 ship and are about to lose another. If we don't lose it, we're certainly going to run out of ammo. We've got a normal fire. But it's certainly doing damage. You can see there's huge chunks taken out of their vessel as well. Just we're not managing to convert it over to an explosion or a destruction on these. So I don't know where the problem lies. It's a limited sample set. We've only had 1 fight. 3 fights. With 1 edit of the design in between. They are a bit more expensive than I thought, but they do have a Death Star problem. That is poor design on my part. I've put all the guns on the front, so when one of them blows up, the whole thing blows up. Bad design. Do we need to be longer ranged? Possibly. Do we need to be more armoured? Possibly. Could it be cheaper and we just, instead of using cannons, we just use loads of ballistas? Because they're getting close anyway. And instead of worrying about... Yeah, maybe instead of worrying about the cannons and so, oh, we're going to get shot, you know, we need to go long range, just get up close and use loads of ballistas or rifles. Maybe just loads of rifles or something. Yeah. The whole idea was to have a delivery package for the planes. Do lots of damage and then send the planes in. Maybe rockets just to cause loads of splash damage and take out the flak cannons, because that's the main one that I'm bothered about. Okay. I think there is some merit in the red starts, but I think it's a fundamental flaw in design. I don't know how we're still fighting here. We've still got the plane. There we go. We've given up. Yeah. Just a fundamental flaw in them. I mean, would it be best if we had... We wanted low-tier technology. I mean, if I just rocked... Flamethrower? No, that's tier 3. Just grenades? Just a copious amount... No, we can, we can do that. We can do whatever we want. It's our build. But loads of grenades. Don't think bombs. Sponsons, no. Massive rockets is only tier 2. Just spam rockets. Oh, hang on. There's these rockets that go underneath, isn't there? What if we remove these? And we just put external rock. Oh, you can. Yeah, you have to stack them like that. Just put loads of these rockets on external. It's only 60 each. Causes a huge amount of damage. And just you charge forward. You fire all these rockets. Cause loads of splash damage, and then the planes will finish them off. That seems like it's a better idea, but it's not what this design is. So I'm going to leave it there. That's been a bit of Airship Conquer the Skies. I'm going to mark that under... Not a failure, but certainly we've learned something. I'm not entirely sure what we've learned, but we could go multiple ways. We could go more technology. We could go more armor and longer ranged. We could go even cheaper and just have ballistas and rifles and grenades. Or we could go for shock value, which is flamethrowers, rockets, anything under tier 3. And as soon as we start, we charge towards the opponent. We charge, we hit them with the rockets, we hit them with the flamers, anything that's sort of really high damage potential. Increase our DPS. And then, oh look, we've run out of that, but they are absolutely hammered, which means then we launch the planes to finish them off. Yeah, okay, things to think about. I think we're going to come back to the red start. Might not be called that, we might name something else, keep that as the same. We'll see what happens. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this little mess around with Airships Conquer the Skies. If you want to see more, by all means, let me know. If you have any suggestions, changes, builds, not just for the red start, but in general, then by all means, let me know in the comments. As always, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.